Hi and good afternoon to everybody that's watching this video on YouTube. I want to make you aware of something because some people may not know what it is or even recognize it. I'm going to talk to you today about narcissism and my experience of dealing with people that are narcissists. Now, I have seen narcissism within my own parents, mother and father. I've even seen narcissism in other people's parents, okay? There's narcissism out there. Now, typically, when I usually see people that are narcissistic, whether it's a person like as in somebody my age that I may have gone to school with, that happened to be from a foreign place, or even within their parents, sometimes mother, sometimes father, sometimes mother and father, they're narcissists. Like I have people that I have went to school with. They're American, they're American. They were born in America, but their parents are foreigners, okay? The parents are foreigners. Both of their mother and father is foreigners. And I can see that they are narcissists. I can see it for myself, they're narcissists. And the thing is that they may not know, what narcissism is, and they may not realize what it is when they see it, but it's narcissism, okay? And I see it. I see it. And the thing is that it's a sad situation, but that's the situation. Now, I won't give the person's name or anything like that. I'll just say it's a classmate, and that is it. That the classmate was born here in America, but her parents happen to be black foreigners. And her parents are narcissists, mother and father. She will talk about how they weren't contacting her and talking to her and stuff. That she always has to initiate the phone conversation. She always has to initiate any text messaging, initiate if they're out in public and they may see each other. She has to come to them. They won't come to her. And I realize why they're not doing those things with her, why they're not calling her or texting her or, first and stuff like that, or approaching her first. She has to do everything herself first to have any type of relationship with them. And I told her, I didn't tell her it was narcissism, even though I know it's narcissism because that's what it is. I just told her, like, listen, you shouldn't have to force a relationship with anyone. You shouldn't always have to call somebody first, or if they see you, you have to approach them first. No, 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 no. It doesn't matter if the person is your parent. It doesn't matter if the person is any type of family member or friend. No, you shouldn't have to force a relationship. You should not be always the one doing everything first and initiation of phone calls. So I told her, this is what you do. When you're out in public, if you're around and your parents see you, you see them, have them approach you first. If they don't approach you first, don't approach them. Just do what you're doing, whatever, and then leave. And don't worry about them being there and seeing you. Okay? And I told her, like, listen, don't call them every week or every 2 weeks. Don't call them at all. You are the child. They're your parent. They should have a concern for you as you being their child. Don't call them once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month. No, they have your number. They know where you're at. Okay? They know how to call and pick up the phone and text message you. Okay? What you do is this: let them call you first. Don't call them at all. Don't say nothing to them at all. Let them call you first. If they don't call you first and they don't call you at all, still don't call them. Keep on getting up and moving on with your life. Don't worry about them, okay? If they can't show a concern to you as being their child, then don't show any concern to them as being your parent, okay? When people are narcissists, even though they're a parent, guess what? Narcissist people do not really love their children, okay? They don't really love anyone. Sometimes they don't even love themselves, okay? But they want to have everything about them, okay? And narcissists, when they are in a relationship and they decide to get married, they always typically marry other narcissists like themselves, okay? And typically, when I see black foreigners, it's narcissism in them. And it's more than just being prideful. No, no, no. Their pride has gone way beyond being prideful. It's narcissism. It's just narcissism, okay? And I know all that time has passed. You don't even have to tell me, okay? That they haven't called her, messaged her, or nothing, okay? Not even send her an email, okay? Nothing, okay? And they won't, okay? Why? Because they're narcissists. They don't really love their kids. No, they just use their kids as pawn pieces to get whatever they want. Okay? It could be money out their kids, or their kids are doing good in school. They have big time jobs, degrees and stuff. It makes them look good and inflates their ego. Okay? But they're not really in love with that kid or concerned with that kid. No. They don't really love them. No, they don't. They don't even love themselves. Some of them do, some of them don't, but most of them don't even love themselves, let alone other people they don't. Okay? They're narcissists. And I see it all the time. I've even went to college with a girl that happened to be a black foreigner. And she herself, narcissism. Okay? I even dated a black foreigner before. And what was wrong with him? Narcissism. He doesn't even have enough common sense that other people have his same exact name. If you say the name he has, he doesn't have enough common sense or to understand that it's other people that have his same name. He doesn't have that thinking. Why? Because he's a narcissist. He thinks anytime you say that name, it has to deal with him, but it doesn't. Okay? He can just be in the room and there's other people in there, okay, besides him. And you'll say that name, and he doesn't have enough common sense to know there's other people that have that same name, first and last. He doesn't know those things. All he knows is that he's a narcissist and he's attention seeking. So whether you say the first name he has or the last name he has, he will always say it's about him, or they're talking about him, or he thinks it's about him. Why? Because he's a narcissist. Black foreigners typically tend to be narcissists. They do. Whether their narcissism is within their own country or even within America. He will always try to direct it that they're talking about him or that it's about him. He will try to make it any way he can that it's about him. And it's not. They don't even know him, okay? He is not of importance. But he will try to direct the conversation some way that is concerning him or involving him or about him and stuff like that. Why? Because narcissists are attention seekers, okay? They will use any opportunity to get attention, okay? They will use any opportunity, excuse me, my eyes itching something. They will use any opportunity to get attention, okay? Anything you could say could be any opening door for them for attention, okay? Anything. Only thing narcissists are concerned about is getting supply. Supply of people that they can use for money, anything, okay? To get you to pay them attention and love them, anything. They're not going to love you back. No, they're never going to love you back. But they just want anything they can get out of you. Anything that helps them, okay? It doesn't matter if it's your parent, a family member, a classmate, a friend. It does not matter, okay? There are narcissists all around. And the people I've typically encountered that are narcissists are black foreigners. It's always a black foreigner. Whether it's one of my friends I went to school with, parents, black foreigners, yep, narcissists. Okay? People that are just black foreigners that I went to school with, narcissists. And I'm talking about the ones that come from Haiti, Africa, and the Caribbean. Those particular people, always narcissists. Even when I have worked with black foreigners, it's the same situation. Narcissism. They're always narcissists, okay? The same situation. It's a sad situation, but that's the situation. That's another reason why I typically stay away from black foreigners, because they have that situation where they are narcissists. Okay, they will use any situation to, you know, get your attention. You know, they'll even lie to get your attention. They'll do anything to get your attention. They'll say they know you and they don't know you. They'll stalk you and hoover you. You don't know what narcissistic hoovering is? Look, okay? They will do anything to anyone, no matter if they know you or not or related to you or not. You could even be their children and they will still do things to you, okay? That aren't good. And some people don't realize it's narcissism, but I realize that it's narcissism, sure. But people will do those things. It's unnecessary for them to do those things, but they do those things. I just need to, oh, yeah, they just are attention seekers. Some people I haven't seen in years, years, that are black foreigners are still narcissistic, hoovering me, okay? Desperate need of supply. Well, we used to date. I just need what you gave me before. Attention and stuff. Or they'll come back. We used to be friends. You were so nice to me. I need supply. I need that attention you used to give me. Okay, desperation. Okay, because just because you stop being friends with that person, that's a narcissist. Just because you stop dating them and they're a narcissist, guess what? It could be so many years past. Guess what? They'll be hoovering you, okay? Without you knowing it, okay? Stalking you, following you, all this stuff without you even knowing it, even talking about you in a bad way without you even knowing it, okay? Just in need of supply, attention. And they'll get so desperate to the point, it could be so many years that pass. And they'll be like, remember when we used to date? I need that attention like you used to give me, because nobody's giving me that attention no more. Like you used to give me. You used to love me, and like me and was nice to me. I'm desperate. They be desperate for attention. And they'll come back to the people they had old relationships with, whether it was a dating relationship, a friendship, even if it's a marriage, okay? In desperate need of attention, okay? Of what they got out of you. It could have been anything, money, anything, okay? You could have been friends with them. Remember, we stopped being friends so long ago. It's been like 20 years, nearly 20 years. We stopped being friends, and you gave me so much love and attention. You was so nice to me. You helped me so much. I just need something. I just need something, because they are in desperate need of supply, and they will go back to old supply that cut them off to get it again, to turn old supply into new supply, okay? And use that old supply to get new supply, okay? They would do that too. So be aware of what's going around you and how people are. And they can even be your parents. Sometimes you just have to cut your parents off, okay? If your parents can't take the time out to call you, don't break your neck to call them. No, don't break your neck to contact them. If a month or two has passed and they still haven't contacted you and still haven't talked to you or checked up on you, that's a clear indication they don't give a fuck about you, okay? They are not concerned about you, even though they're your parents. Because if anybody hasn't even sent you a text message within 2 months to check up on you and talk to you, that's a clear indication they don't give a fuck about you, that they're not concerned about you, even though they are your own biological parents. And treat them how they treating you. They don't give a fuck about you, don't give a fuck about them, and continue on with your life. You don't need them, okay? Only thing you need is God. You don't need them. It could be an old friend and stuff. They may not call you in months or a year. If they have not called you in a month or a year, don't break your neck to call them. No. They know your number. They know how to contact you and stuff like that. If they're not calling and talking to you, guess what? Don't worry about them. Go on with your life and do what you need to do. Okay? I don't care if it's a sibling. If your sibling has not called you in years, don't pick up the phone, they don't even email you, contact you in any type of way, and talk to you, guess what? Don't worry about them. Cut them the fuck off. Keep on moving on with your life. Okay? Anybody can be a narcissist. And if somebody can't pick up the phone and even talk to you at least once a month, or even contact you once a month, that's a clear indication that they are not concerned about you. Okay, they're not concerned. Because sometimes even a year will pass and you may not hear from your parent, your sibling, your friend, anybody. You know why? Because that's a clear indication they're not concerned about you. If they were concerned about you, they will call you and contact you. You should not have to beg for somebody to talk to you and contact you. You shouldn't have to beg for people to have a relationship with you. No, you shouldn't have to beg for shit. Okay? If people like you and they care about you, guess what? The situation would be equal. Y'all be calling, talking, and contacting each other. Our relationship is not one sided, it's two sides, okay? And that's it for now. Bye.